What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. I'm your host, Jason Alamillo, and this is Political Podcast. Now, look, I am searching for another name. I know people are like, when are you gonna change your name? It's so weird. I know. Hey, can you please change your name? Yeah, please. Yes, I will. Good day, everybody. This is the first episode for this week, and I know that everybody is spending Christmas or if you celebrate Hanukkah, which I think just passed, Kwanzaa, or whatever else you celebrate, you are spending it with your friends and your family. Well, mainly family. So I hope that everybody is sitting there eating good food, tamales, mole, turkey, if you're still into that. But I hope everyone is happy with their friends, their family, having a good day. If you're religious, joining in prayer. It's not all about the gifts, although gifts are really nice. It's about spending time with people. It's been a really rough year. But anyway, I'm here to talk to you about technology, politics, and possibly entertainment this year. But hey, or this week. But hey, you know what? Let's start off with technology. Welcome to the podcast. So I have heard a bunch of rumors from Apple that they're possibly going to work on houses and create their own houses, as if the housing market isn't bad enough. I have heard that they're going to work on a car. I have heard that they're going to work on Apple Glass, which is AR glasses. Who knows? But if there's one thing that Apple has been doing, it's services. If you don't know, Apple has a lot of services. You buy a new Apple device like an iPad, an iPhone, a Mac, or something like that, you get Apple TV Plus for free for a year. And anytime you get a watch, they might say, hey, get Fitness Plus for a couple months trial, a free month trial, or 2 free months. Either way, they are going into the services realm. But I feel, and others feel, like Taylors of Tech, the channel that I watch all the time, Renee Ritchie, Apple Insider, 9 to 5 Mac, and others, or 9 to 5 Mac Rumors, or Mac Rumors, I should say. But there's an opinion going around, an argument that Apple is really looking to delve even further into services. So what's next for services? Well, as I mentioned right now, every time you buy a new Apple device, they give you something, a little something to go along with it. Like, for example, I bought my Apple Watch and they said, hey, would you like to get your lazy, fluffy butt, your fluffy ass, and start working out? And I was like, no, I love this soda way too much. And so then they said, would you like to try Fitness Plus? Then they released Apple Arcade, and they said, hey, you should try it for free. And then when you get an Apple, a product like an iPhone, they might offer you Apple Music. Different things or maybe like AirPods, they might offer you Apple Music. So they've been kind of combining that, but they've kind of left the hardware separate from the services themselves. But I think, and others think, that they're now going to incorporate Apple hardware, and you hear talking in the background, there's my brother, but you hear that they're going to possibly combine Apple hardware with services. What do I mean? Well, as you can tell, you're starting to see Apple upgrades, and every 2 years there's major upgrades, major new redesigns, major new things with the camera, you see major new things with messages, and all kinds of cool things you can do with the phone. But then you have like the odd years, it seems, where, they're starting to do minimal things with the iPhone. Oh my gosh, it's, and if they keep taking this minimalist approach, incremental change approach, people are going to stop upgrading altogether to iPhones. For example, they say, well, the camera's a little bit faster now on both sides, the front and the back. You can shoot 8K. I said 8K, I'm sorry, almost. But, and you can do this and that with the camera. It's got a new sensor, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no. A15 chip, it's going to be amazing. Battery life's going to increase a little bit. Apple can't keep going with that minimalist, incremental change approach. So there's another thing that they do is that they always tell you that iPhone 10 is worth $999 instead of saying it's a flat $1,000. This ties into what they've been doing in the services game. hey, instead of buying an iPhone outright, no, it doesn't actually cost $1,000. No, it costs 50 to 70 bucks a month. Hey, don't do that with the Apple Watch. You don't have to finance. You don't have to buy that outright. It could be 30 bucks a month. Hey, you don't have to buy that iPad for that much. It's gonna actually be what, 50 bucks a month too. Hey, that AirPods Max they just released? It's not $550. It's $90 a month. But it's okay. You might have $90 at the end of the month sitting around if you're so lucky and fortunate to have that. As we discussed in this podcast, there's not a lot of people who do. But that's what they're doing, is they're trying to tell you it's not actually $1,000, it's not actually $550, it's not actually $749, the $750. It's actually this much every single month, maybe $2 a day. Look at their iCloud. Oh, it's not, what is it? 60 bucks a month, it's $2.99 a day. Okay, right? So what they could be doing here is they're probably going to start incorporating their hardware into the services. So what do I mean? Well, they're going to start getting you into AppleOne. AppleOne is their new type of service where you can get a bunch of services together. You can get Apple News Plus, Apple TV Plus, and a couple 100 gigabytes of storage for about 15 bucks a month. And then you have Apple Premiere, which now has Apple Fitness Plus, and you get every single thing together. Apple News Plus, Apple Arcade, Apple TV Plus, Fitness Plus, and a whole bunch more, right? Apple Music, and you don't really want to get rid of that. So what they're going to do is they're going to tie you in with each one of those services. Hey, join this plan. Or maybe, hey, join the iPhone upgrade program, which has been around for a long time. You upgrade your iPhone, you put a credit card down or whatever card, or a debit card down, and you pay a monthly fee to Apple instead of paying your installment fee to AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, wherever else, or Sprint is joining T-Mobile now, Verizon, and then you pay them, the phone carrier, the service fee and whatever insurance policy they want to charge you. And that's how they get you. But now that and they haven't really included their Barclay credit card before or whatever, but they don't use it anymore. So now what they're going to do is they're going to include their Apple credit card and say, hey, sign up for this credit card. We'll tie you into our services by giving you AppleOne. We'll give you Apple Music. We'll give you Apple TV Plus. We'll give you Apple News Plus. We'll give you our Apple Arcade, Apple Fitness Plus, and a bunch of free storage, a bunch of extra storage that you're going to need. And then, oh, by the way, why don't you pay a monthly fee for your iPhone? And because you're paying that monthly $60, $70 fee or less, whatever kind of iPhone you get, now what they're going to say is, oh, since you're on the iPhone upgrade program anyway, we're just going to change the program to where now the iPhone upgrade program is a part of this service that you're now tied into because you're so deep and heavily into our ecosystem, whatever you want to call it. I call it ecosystem or ecosystem. So now instead of having to sell you a major new iPhone, they're going to start making the upgrades ever so smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller because they don't have to come out and say, well, it's got this and this and that. Now they can come out and say, hey, battery life is 3 days long, and oh my gosh, MagSafe 2.0 charges a little bit faster, and oh look, A16 chip or whatever they put in it next time, a better camera, little incremental changes, and all they're going to do is you're already subscribed to iPhone services. You're already subscribed to that upgrade program in AppleOne with TV Plus and everything else. So what are they going to do? They're just going to send you an iPhone in the mail every September. So now you're not saying, I might upgrade in September, or I'm not sure if I should upgrade in September. Maybe I'm going to upgrade in September. I'm kind of wondering if I am. Now you're just going to get an iPhone in the mail. You're going to send your old one in, and then they're just going to keep giving you a really nice iPhone, and there you go, right? You're always going to have that newest, coolest, greatest new iPhone, and they're not going to make a lot of changes because you're already going to have it. You're not going to be wondering if you're going to get a new iPhone. You are going to get a new iPhone. Now, here's the thing. I think the smartphone market, of course, every tech person will tell you, every tech nerd who's smarter than me will tell you, the market is actually saturated because you have so many smartphones, you have so many that do the same thing, so many that are the same processing power, the same battery life, same cameras, a little bit different, but the same concept, all kinds of things like that. And a lot of the problem is that we've come so far in the smartphone market that from the first iPhone to the touchscreen, now we have iPhones that they can do whatever the hell you want them to, and upgrading them is going to be such a problem because the innovation has slowed down now. We don't have Steve Jobs anymore, and everyone in the smartphone market, Android, Samsung, Apple, everybody else, OnePlus, they're having struggles to make them even better, make them even faster, and to make it to where anyone in the tech community will be like, oh, okay, this just looks the same, and anyone in the average person community is going to say, whatever, right? So this is going to be really good for Apple because now they can say, I don't have to tell you what's going to be in the iPhone anymore, or I don't have to provide you with major changes because I'm just going to give you the new iPhone anyway, and you're just going to keep paying the subscription price. Other companies are going to complain about this because they're going to say, oh my God, see, there's Apple being monopolistic again because now they're giving away all of their services for subscription prices. We can't compete with that because that's going to ruin our bottom dollar, and we don't want to do that. And Apple loves that. Apple really likes that. Why does Apple really like that? I don't know. Maybe because now they can have competitive pricing. Now you can buy an iMac, you can buy a MacBook Pro, you can buy a MacBook Air with that new M1 chip or the M1X chip, whatever they call it, M2, whatever they do in 2021. And it's okay, well, you can buy it on subscription services, and we're just going to tie you into our ecosystem. It's okay, and we're going to tie it to your credit score. Oops, not a very good idea in my opinion, but there you go. That's exactly what's going on, and companies are just going to have to find a way to to compete. And Tim Cook has said he wants to go more into the service industry. Now, are people going to do this? I think so. Possibly people might sign up and go, because I mean, what happens when you get a subscription? Unless you're me, who knows what you're subscribed to, who knows how much they charge you, well, guess what? There's a lot of people that won't even know that they're subscribed to anything or won't even remember. Because what do? Oh, hey, try this 3-month free trial of Apple Music. And now they're charging you $9 a month for Apple Music, or $10 or $5 for students. And then what's going to happen? You're going to see that bank charge on your bank statements. And you're going to go charged into your bank statements. And you're going to go, wait a minute. Oh, man. They charged me $10 for this, or $10 for iCloud storage, or whatever, or $30 a month. And you're gonna go, okay, do I really want to cancel it? Do I really want to go back and do that? No, okay, you know what? I'll just worry about it a month later, and then you don't worry about it a month later, and then guess what? Now they take advantage of you more, and they just keep charging you and charging you and charging you. So no one's really gonna see this. No one's really gonna be like, oh my God. It's a really good business move on Apple's part, because they know that the services game is where it is, online is where it is, that's where everything is headed, and they might just cancel outright purchases of iPads, iPhones, Macs, watches, Apple TVs, MagSafe chargers, charging bricks, all of that. Who knows? I don't know. I still think they're going to allow you to do it. I don't think they do it outright. But I think what's going to happen is, number one, it's going to be a slow, meticulous entrance. It's going to be, they're going to update services. Hey, did you know you can add this now? Hey, did you know you can do this now? Hey, did you know we took away the iPhone upgrade program and now made it into this? That's what's going to happen. It's going to take a year or 2 or 3 for them to do that. And that's going to be hilarious for that to happen. Now, on top of all of that, I don't know if it's going to happen now, but I wouldn't be so shocked if it started happening. And I think people need to be aware, and which is why I'm telling you this. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what Apple is planning? But that is essentially Apple's next update to the services program.